whenever that will be. There we go. So now I hit go live and we live.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Let me copy URL and just make an announcement in my server and shit.
Sounds good.
Right.
Let me tweet it out. That's right. Every time I open Twitter, I'm just like, I'm not suspended yet? That's crazy. We
I've been
live.
suspended 3 times this month.
God damn. I had my account locked a bunch of times. I think like 5 times now. One of them was for like an entire week. But for some reason, Twitter was just like, nah, we'll still keep you though. And I was just like, alright, I guess.
I've been there.
Yeah. Before we start talking about antis or anti community, did you watch my last stream, Allie?
What was the last stream?
No, Jack.
I think I watched bits and pieces of it, but I was at work, so I couldn't watch the whole thing.
Alright, furry necrophiles. Apparently they are very, very mad at me. And they've been trying to get into my server, but have all been failing. Pretty bad,
Oh, I did
actually.
see your tweet.
I, dude, you have no the void chat, the chat that before you get into the server, you go to the void. That chat is just filled with them, and they're so stupid because they're all like made one day ago, or like 2 days ago,
God.
or an hour ago. It's just like, bruh, like, are you serious?
That's
like,
way too much time on your hands,
like,
honestly.
good job, dog. You can't fucking infiltrate a server that has half a thousand people in it and that's public. Apparently, he relapsed because of my stream. Boo fucking who?
Oh
Oh
no.
my god. I'm sure. I'm so sure of that.
Yeah, just
Sure,
like boo
buddy.
hoo.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to be unmuted, just tell me. Okay, so where should we start with the community in itself? Should we start with like Zufo, please?
Yeah, we can
Sure.
start there.
Why not? Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna say how I joined Zufo, please. I originally went into OBIJ, and that was kind of my introduction to the anti community. But then I DM'd Zufo, please, and said, are y'all hiring? And since they trust me, they quite literally just let me on there. Um, and that's basically how I really got into the anti community got into me. I didn't really know about it when I joined the Zufo, please. I was just like, it's just a bunch of people trying to report. No, it's a community. I was just like, alright.
Yeah, hella similar for me. I was bullying zoophiles on my main account, my actual personal account, which I don't even use anymore. And I was doing that for about a week, and I guess I caught attention, and people like your girlfriend and Plague Doc and all those guys were like, you should probably make an Annie account. And I was like, that sounds stupid as hell. No. And then I ended up doing it. And now here we are.
Oh, my introduction to the anti-community was kind of similar to Allie's story. I was bullying zoophiles and pedophiles on my old account, like my old account before Catcher Hates Maps was made. And I just thought, huh, maybe I should make a separate account for this. And here I am,
Here we
bullying
are.
pedophiles and
Yeah.
Yeah, I just quit the anti community officially this week, actually.
same. It's called self-care.
Oh, I
Well,
know. It was a long time coming. I could not do it anymore.
Oh yeah.
I quit a long while ago. Perryton quit recently, and we just deleted the Zufo Police Discord server like I think a week ago.
Yeah, you guys are smart.
Yeah, and the Zufo Police account, I'm the only one who has access to it, and it's just a placeholder. We're not gonna do anything. It's just if Perryton wants access, she can get it. Although I'm pretty sure if she logs in, it will instantly get suspended. But right now, that account is nothing but a placeholder right now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, I just stay. I don't even know why I stay, honestly. I think it's just because now, like, I put stuff into it, and, like, obviously I have a few friends. or else I'd be right back on my personal account. But I mean, for now, I'm not doing a goddamn thing. I can't help the anti community anymore.
All right, so I'm not sure how the anti community was when I first joined it because I didn't really pay attention. I didn't care. I still don't really care or pay too much attention to it. But like, what do you guys think made the anti community just completely shit itself?
I would say it probably shat itself around the time Zoophile Police got its first yeet off Twitter.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep, yeah, that was around the time that that right after L got um noti- not notified by the police. The police were notified by L, right? That was around that time.
Uh, well, do we
Possibly?
know they were notified by the police? Do we have a
Yeah.
police report?
Um, I do have a doc with contents of that stuff somewhere. I think it's on one of my old throwaway emails. But yeah, no, they were notified of her.
Yeah, Mike is kind of crackling, by the way.
Mine is
Yeah,
Aw.
sounds like my shit.
yeah. Well, I do agree with the Zoophile police suspension because after Zoophile police got suspended, it seemed like a bunch of people more flocked to other people and trusted them to hold the anti community and hold their goals and like focus. And that just wasn't the case. That's not what happened.
They trusted the wrong people. You know, they should have flocked to people like Plague Doc, honestly. Like, if you wanted to keep the community afloat, you guys could have gone to, you know, obviously Zoophile Police had personal accounts. Like, could have gone there, could have gone to Plague Dog.
You could have
Yeah,
gone to me.
I mean, the thing is, we shouted out your account too, so like you were
Yeah.
definitely an option. I did actually, and I'll take credit. But
Yeah,
but when
Rusa
it,
likes me way too much.
bruh, the way you said that,
In the platonic way, don't worry.
I don't know what
I
the
mean
fuck
that.
that means.
Oh my god.
But it seems like, uh, it seems like they went to people that they shouldn't have went to, and they trusted them to hold the community. But instead, these people let kids in the community and stuff like that. And then, well, I think it's everyone's opinion here is quite obvious when it comes to kids in a predator hunting community.
I sure fucking hope so.
You want to make your opinion clear to the people who don't know?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I've said it on the new account. I know I've said it a million and one times on NotZoos, but I'm not cool with a lot of the shit kids do in the community. I'm not cool with any kid baiting whatsoever. Like, I don't give a fuck what your reasoning is. Absolutely not. There's no need for you to argue with pedophiles. There's no like you shouldn't even have a pedophile account unblocked if you're a child and you're in the anti community. I honestly believe that your sole purpose would honestly just be blocking and reporting. Like, you don't even have to make posts because that makes you a target.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to bring something up, so people can get mad at me for this, but I'm just gonna take the risk. So, I seen this on Twitter earlier. Funny enough, I actually didn't look this up. I seen this on Twitter, and then I looked it up. But the word retard means delay or hold back in terms of progress, development, or accomplishments. So, by definition, the anti community is pretty retarded. I mean, sorry, I just really wanted to say that.
God.
You were like waiting for that moment.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Before the stream started, I was like, "No way, retard means this." Oh my god, I get to say it.
Rosa, what's
What?
left of the anti-community is going to implode itself even further. Oh, that's probably a good
Please.
thing, anyways.
When the anti-community was almost at its best, but it was kind of kind of shit because Zoophile Police had just got suspended. That they were barely able to ratio my last stream, so it's all good.
Uh-huh.
I
Alright.
only have like 1,000. Not even. I have half 1,000 subs. That's crazy. Alright. Bitch slap you again. If you get offended by the word retard, Flash, that's on you. I'm not calling you retard. I'm not using it to describe the mentally handicapped. But a problem is that they trusted the wrong people, and then you had a bunch of these kids coming in, and the only kids the anti community had a problem with was Tabby. And was there another kid?
Um, there's been a few of them that there's
Yeah.
been issues with, like kind of too many to name, just because a lot of
Yep, too many. Too many.
Yeah, but not like issues like not that they're a kid, but stuff they done instead.
no, a lot of the issues that have been had with the kids in the anti community is they kind of see the adults like more than just strangers on the internet. Like they treat you kind of like a babysitter or a parent figure, and sometimes they go out of their way to like talk to pedophiles if you don't give them enough attention and just crazy stupid shit.
Um,
And you see that with a ton of minors in the
mhm.
anti.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Flush says care more about kids. We do more babysitting than hunting in the community, and honestly, that's the truth. And that's one of the reasons why I left.
and
I'm not a babysitter. I stopped that when I was 14.
the crazy thing is, if Plague or Kiari weren't specifically against a child, if you were to call that child dumb, tell him to stop, like, or any of that shit, you would get fucking screamed at. I think Fulcrum got screamed at for trying to call a kid's parents.
Actually, I do think that was the thing. I can't remember
Yeah, I
who
think so.
I can't remember who the child was, but I do remember something like that happening.
Yeah, we'll talk more on Fulcrum a bit later. Some people might not like what I have to say, but I mean, but like, it's like if these kids did stupid stuff, like probably send somebody to fuck with you or stuff like that, and you told them to fuck off, you automatically weren't the adult in the situation, whatever the fuck that means, or you were automatically perceived as Satan. Of course, I'm referring to my own situation with the crazy R Rouge kid, the kid who's been like stalking me for fucking ever and literally made bots just to dislike my shit. But then YouTube removed the dislikes because they're fucking bots. And it seems like, in my honest opinion, if you're an anti and you're encouraging kids to stay or saying, you're gonna protect the kids of the anti community, you're just putting them in danger, honestly. Just letting them into the predator hunting community, a community where pedophiles and zoophiles have their full focus on. Letting kids into that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen fucking somebody do.
I agree. And it's become, just overrun by kids. And I feel like, at least when I started, it was like a little bit before its prime. It was getting big at that point.
Yeah.
There were no kids, like at all. There were none.
I don't
It's
know
like
if
crazy. Only been a year.
I don't know if Ara is gone, but I'm just using him as an example. I could use Nathaniel as an example too. But that kid could
And I
come. He could come later. We could talk about
Oh,
him later. Cause,
oh, that's a fucking. Whew.
yeah, I'll talk about that in a bit. So what else is there? Yeah, the thing is like after like a bunch of kids started coming into the community, and I don't know if people realize this, but every time a kid and people trusted a kid in this community, it's been a disaster. It's the UFIO police. There was a kid that said they were an adult. They weren't an adult, and turns out they were. Fucking, what did they do? They like
I think they
they
had a
were
bait
getting
account.
no Balana, that person.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember. She was apparently being intermingling in the carnal sense with adults.
yeah.
I can. Yep.
I
Are people bullying Flash right now? But from what I know,
Uh,
she was getting stuff from adults. She was trying to blame Coyote for her cutting again.
When are we
When
gonna stop using? That's another thing kids do all the fucking time. We need to stop using self-harm as a guilt trip. It doesn't work like at all.
especially
Not
with
in
me.
2021, it doesn't.
Yeah, especially with me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work with me either, honestly. And that's coming from somebody who's 4 years into their therapist
Yeah.
degree. Like that, it just doesn't. I know that you're guilt tripping.
And then they trusted another kid called Lolly Police. We all know what happened there.
oh
Oh,
yes.
damn it.
We all know what happened there. For TLDR, he jerked off his dog. He said it was a lie and he was doing it for attention. I personally don't believe that. Believe what you want to believe. Either way, he's a piece of shit. Or she.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they were hopping pronouns before they left, like he, she. So I actually don't know their pronouns. Uh-oh, Lolly Police. Who was the other kid? People trusted Tabby. To be honest, I like Tabby as a friend. But she's or he. I don't know their pronouns. Some say them or yeah,
I
there.
think he went by
But
he pronouns.
Yeah, Tabby is he him pronouns now.
okay,
Yep.
but he's kind of crazy. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's a cool friend. Okay, I personally enjoy talking to him, but he's kind of insane as he crushed the skull of rats' heads for sexual enjoyment at one point in their life. I'm not sure if they still do that.
No, I think that they were really young when that happened, like
Yeah.
before they were a teenager. Honestly, I think Tabby has grown a lot, and I'm pretty proud of Tabby from, things that Squeak has said. He seems to be doing a lot better. Thank
Yeah.
goodness, but it could have been totally different.
Yeah. Uh, there was, like I said, I like Tabby. I think they're cool. There was another kid. I'm trying to think of like all the kids that have popped in the community that this community has trusted that has fucked them over. Or I can't. Oh, there's
There
Allie.
was. Wait, what? What?
There's Allie.
I didn't do a fucking thing. What?
Not you. Not Aleeh. That person.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
call her Allie because I don't like how it's my name.
Okay.
So I just say Ali instead. Just a little bit of pettiness. So that's all.
Yeah. So TLDR for that person, Allie, the anti-community fucking blew this kid's dick sky high. They oh, that's not a good way to put it. They they basically like praised this kid, to put it simply, because this kid had got groomed like every other, not groomed. They got like a pedophile in their DMs, and what's the word? Cause like
Manipulated, maybe? Is that what you're going for?
oh, they weren't manipulated. I could talk more on that person and how they weren't manipulated, but like having a bunch, like jerking off a bunch of pedophiles, basically.
Yeah, no, she was a pedophile herself, actually. From day one, I've always thought she's fucking annoying. I've told you stories, just you and I speaking together in a call about
Yeah.
this person and how the fucking spamming was constant and everything else, and very much suicide baity, very much threatened to cut themselves. Tried to get in relationships with children multiple times after legally turning 18, and I'm not talking like 17-year-old children, I'm talking like fucking 12, 13.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
remember like the anti community praised this kid. I think it's because I'm just gonna say groomed in the sense that they had pedophiles in their DMs and they were helping the pedophiles get off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was no IRL stuff from what I know, but I'm just gonna. That's what I
Well, there
mean when I
was.
say groom. Oh, what? Okay. Well, we can talk on that in a second then. But this kid basically got fucked by a pedophile online every other day, and the NT community always came to their rescue, not questioning how these pedophiles constantly getting in your DMs, how are they grooming you every fucking day. How that no one questioned that, and they just let this person in the community because they said, you're a victim. When they weren't really.
No, they
really
weren't a victim at all.
Yeah.
They very much played the victim card, and in all reality, they were an offender both online and in real life. So,
Yeah.
and there were warning signs that should have been picked up on sooner, and I don't know why they were not picked up on sooner. But, you can only do so much when you're screaming into the void.
And that kid was fucking weird too. They would come in my DMs and I'll say, "You inspire me." And if I'm gonna say this to everyone, every single fucking person who follows me, if I inspire you, you're going down the wrong path in life.
Oh my
I'm just
god,
gonna tell you that
same.
now. If I inspire you, you're going down the wrong path.
That's a problem. Hang on, full stop. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Hey Coyote? So this person said, let's see, can somebody, I like this comment, can someone in chat tell me what this stream is about, because my sound isn't on because I lost my headphones. Who was another kid? I'm going to put Nathaniel last. I want to get all the other ones before I put Nathaniel. So it was Allie, Tabby's, Lolly, fucking Balana. Oh, there was...
I could call out quite a few.
Not allowed to talk about it. There was another kid. I'm just gonna say there were no ZP admin. Turned out to be 17. That's all I'm saying.
There was
Silky?
also them too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Why are you watching a stream without sound? Go ahead.
There was also they did go by Rin. Now they go by Nico now, and they own the anti-map server, the map sheriff server, whatever the fuck it was.
I was in that server
That was
years ago.
problem. Recently she did come into my DMs and she talked to me about it and whatever, and she's doing better now, and she's not a shitty person anymore, because that's what kids do. They're shitheads.
Well, yeah, there was
yeah.
Ren. For some reason, the NC community trusted this kid, even though they are still kind of are befriending pedophiles and role playing with pedophiles. But for some reason, since they're a kid, the NC community said, it's fine. And basically, let her run one of the biggest anti-map Discord servers. And then we're going to get into another anti-map Discord server that was run by a pretty big person. There was Rain. This person spammed gore at people, doxed a bunch of antis, I guess. Yeah, that was that whole situation. They're apparently getting better.
Threatened self-harm to get the ownership of Map Sheriff, Flash said.
Yeah. I remember when all that shit happened. That server is cancer. That server is pure AIDS and cancer.
I will never forget the time when I rejoined that server, and because Map Dog had told me to, and when I did, I ended up getting a bunch of screenshots of they were deleting fucking messages, and they were like, "Oh fuck, Allie's here, delete that." I was like, "Delete what, motherfucker?" I never found out what it was, but that was sus as fuck.
Yeah, and then it turns out she hated you, so it was probably something,
It's alright. Yeah, no, she doesn't, I don't hate her. She doesn't hate me anymore. We've had this talk about what went wrong and everything. Because, they're still kids, so, I'm not a complete and utter dick all the time to them. But, I do encourage them to, move their shit in the right direction a little bit, and then I'm like, all right, and then I cut all your cords with this internet bullshit. Be a normal kid.
After all these incidents with so many kids in the anti community deciding let's trust these, and then their trust getting fucked in the ass, why the fuck would they go back to trusting a bunch of kids? My question. What made them think this is it? This is the good idea. The thing that has fucked this community the most? Let's keep doing it.
Yeah. No, the biggest issue has always been the kids, and then along with that comes privacy.
Okay,
Like,
hold on. Flash, because she spammed Arouge with porn and gore. Arouge is 13, and why did you guys welcome him into the anti-community? Like, that's going to happen if a kid comes into anti-community. Then they're at risk of being sent fuck shit or seeing fuck shit. So that's nobody's fault but the anti-community for what happened to Arouge and him getting sent that stuff.
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
I honestly agree.
But what were you saying before I interrupted you to go on that tangent?
Oh no, you're good. I literally just said that privacy and well, lack of privacy and fucking the kids are honestly the biggest issues. And I think that that's why the community went to shit the way it did. Though just those two things in general. Those were my deciding factors.
Yeah. So I guess we could talk about Nathaniel or Nathan now. We could talk about him for a little bit. We'll talk about something else and go back to him and his situation with other people. But apparently, this is okay. There's a kid called Nathaniel. He hopped into the anti community. This kid is more sketchy than my fucking drug dealers, dude. This kid is so fucking sketchy, and for some reason, I don't know what it is, but people trusted him. A ton of people trusted him. And then it turns out the kid was insane. And apparently, from what I think it was Fulcrum or somebody said that he has over 40 antis doxes.
He claims to. I know he's full of shit. Like, no secret he's full of shit. That's
Oh yeah,
all the kid does.
that's
is
why.
lie.
That's why I said somebody else said that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know he's a lying shithead, but if somebody else says it, then it might have more merit, more value to it.
Well, they only said it because he said it. Like, there's no like solid proof. There's no proof that any of it is correct. He also was through messages in Discord. He also said that those were fake, the doxes. But
Yo, he came to my DMs a few days ago saying, "Hey, can you get me some fake doxes from people?" I was just like, "What?"
Excuse me?
I was like, what? What?
yeah, and he's 12. So like,
Oh,
big fucking no should not be even on Twitter. Even on, I don't even think he's allowed on Discord. Like that's against their terms of service too, isn't it?
They trusted a fucking 12-year-old? Oh my fucking god, dog. Oh.
well,
I'm glad I left
what?
when I left. Fuck that.
There was a literal 12-year-old in the fucking community.
Yes,
What?
he's fucking 12. And he was going back and forth and saying he was 17 and 12 at the same time. And like, how is this not a red flag?
People
Like,
trusted this. Oh my god.
Yeah, no. And either way, before I even knew like the age thing was going back and forth like that, I couldn't stand the little fucker. Honestly.
This reminds me, one of the biggest anti-map servers was actually ran by a fucking pedophile called Lucy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes.
Lucy was a person who always sympathized with maps, always hung around them and stuff like that. For some reason, the anti-community trusted her. Up until she ended up role-playing sexually, erotically, with a kid. The community was starting to lose trust with her because of her association, close association, like close friend association with maps. But she still ran one of the biggest anti-map Discord servers. Like I'll say third biggest. And it turned out she was a pedophile. So
What was the server exactly?
I think it was
I
just
don't
called
think it was-
anti-map.
Huh.
It was one of the old servers. Remember when Lolly Police and them joined it and stuff like that?
No, I don't think I was in
That was a while ago.
server.
Okay,
I
that
don't
was a
think I
while
was
ago.
either, honestly.
Yeah, basically, Lucy ran one of the biggest anti-map servers. She transferred ownership and gave it away, but still, that goes to show that kids really shouldn't be anywhere near this community.
Yeah, because you never know.
Good.
That's the thing.
Ours is just
Yeah.
a perfect example.
Yeah,
That
you may
kid,
think that somebody is your friend, but we're still, fucking just internet strangers, like, behind a screen. You don't know. You know?
It's focused too. Like the community is really lost focus on what it's supposed to be doing. I see zoophiles getting so bored that they are adding antes to get their attention. Like zoophiles are literally like, "Hey, we're still here. Can you fight us?" Like, I had that ashy person. You know what I'm talking about? That ashy zoophile.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had them at me and like three other aunties because no one was really replying to their shit. No one was really reporting them or making any more reports on them or anything. It's because the
Yeah, a
community's
lot of
been.
reporting has stopped.
It's because like the community's been less focused on deplatform predators and more focused on, uh, my fucking friend trusted a shitty person and now they're in a shitty situation. So everyone must focus on this. Kind of like that, I guess.
God.
I just
Flash
like
is coming in the clutch. He says he still hits like 300 reports a day.
what account?
I'm proud.
I cannot remember how many reports I did, like before I started to kind of shift less off from Twitter.
It's just the thing is it's useless.
Yeah.
It works sometimes.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Quantum Kitty is a perfect example for just reports to cyber tip and stuff. Quantum Kitty and these child porn accounts are perfect examples. You'll get them taken down, but they'll just make a new account. It's not that hard to make a Google Voice number. It's not that hard to get a VPN, even though I don't think Twitter goes on VPNs. It's not that hard to come up with a completely different name like Quantum Horse or some shit like that. So it's kind of a situation of, yeah, we're making reports, yeah, we're reporting these people, but even when we get them suspended and we post on our Twitter, victory, they're gonna come right back.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, sure, you can come in if you want, Coyote. Yeah, I need to use the bathroom. Give me a second.
So chat, how's everyone's night, day, afternoon, whatever? Like wherever time zone you're from, I don't care. Like, how's that? I've been alright, Oriental.
Oopity oop, okay.
Sam.
It's kind of a fucking. Hold on. There we go. It's kind of ironic because, like, a few months ago, everyone was saying, Rusa, go fuck yourself. But now, when I look at, like, your replies or replies to people who complain about the anti community, I specifically see them saying Rusa was right. And I was just like, yeah, you trusted kids and your community got fucked.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And, you're going to say something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I just agreed with you.
Oh, okay. Someone just put the clown emoji for Flash. Okay. What's something else? Oh, yeah. That's kids are a big reason why me, Perryton, zoophile police in general just aren't around because we don't want these kids to be our responsibility. We don't want to be held responsible for these kids being sent fucked up shit. So we decided we're just not going to be a part of this. We're just going to, leave these kids in this community. We're going to leave it. We're going to do our own thing.
Yeah, no, I agree. And we've been talking about this, via just normal voice call for fucking forever. Like, as early as the summer, you and I were complaining about aunties and I, was telling you that I only just use the label.
Yeah. Also, I want to make this clear. I'm talking about the community specifically. For some reason, I don't know why, but I feel like when you need to say you're an anti to say you're against zoophilia and necrophilia, you give the zoophile, necrophiles, and pedophiles, you, you're giving them too much at that point. You're basically, because like being against that, you're a normal person. You don't need a label to be against that stuff. And I find it really stupid that people say, if you're against this stuff, you're an anti. No, you're a normal fucking person. You're giving pedophiles and zoophiles and stuff way too much fucking credit when you're saying that I need a label to identify that I'm against this. There's not many zoophiles or pedophiles out there. It may look like it because it's online, but no, there's not much out there.
Yeah, and of course it's going to seem big when you're looking into a community, but compared to the entire world, like, it's so fucking tiny, and we just to have a community based around them is giving them too much. I don't want to say credit, because, like, credit for what? But,
Credit for growing and being big enough, I guess.
I mean, I guess, but yeah. Even then.
We have Coyote here now.
What's up?
What's up? We were just talking about anti-community and how it kind of imploded and it's kind of dead right now.
How it's absolute ass.
What?
Absolute ass.
Yeah, I mean, it's been ass for a while, but now it's just kind of dead. Now it's just kind of not there.
I literally had a member of the anti-community try to fucking send me DMs saying somebody was guilty of murder just because of a conversation they had where they it's like, bro, they're an edgy teenager. They could be fucking lying for all you know.
Oh my god.
It's not out of the realm of possibility somebody lied on the internet, especially an edgy teenager. Maybe they're not a murderer,
And the funny thing is...
People online lie?
The funny thing is, Coyote... Hold on. The funny thing is, Coyote, they go to your DMs and they only went to report their account and not report it to the police.
That's what I asked. Okay, I got to go through that whole situation. That's why I asked, like, why didn't you... It's like, that's really heavy, and I'm going to need to see some damning fucking evidence for that. And also, if for that matter, if you're so confident about this, why didn't you go to the cops? And they're just like, oh, well, apparently the cops were called, but they didn't do anything. And this is enough evidence. Did you not read it? I'm like, yeah, I read it. Where's the evidence? It's like they sent me the same screenshot again, and I'm like, that's a sentence that they said. And you're accusing them of being a liar, by the way. So how am I supposed to believe a liar that they're also a murderer when they're the only person who said it? And then basically they called me a piece of shit and made a call out about me for not believing just on their word that this was a murderer.
Oh my god.
I was like, this is absolute AIDS.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
like, just you guys are a fucking laugh and a half. Oh my god.
I remember the situation with Casey and stuff like that. That was a kid, and I'm pretty sure it actually owns a server. That was fucking hilarious to me, to be honest. Because that's the exact point I was making. If they stabbed someone and killed them, call the cops! Twitter isn't going to suspend someone just because they're a murderer. You have to say something on Twitter for Twitter to give a shit. But no,
they fucking killed someone, suspend their account.
That's enough of a punishment, don't you guys think?
Yeah, they took away their life, so we have to take away their right to be on Twitter.
Can somebody please draw a Coyote in distress saying, he just killed that man, suspend his Twitter account.
I got it.
Thank you. It's like, exactly, it's like if Jeffrey Dahmer went on Twitter, it's like, suspend him, please. It's the same thing for these pedophiles and like shit like that. Like they'll say I have child porn or I banged the kid, and the aunties are just like, just suspend their account. Everything will be fine.
That fixes it.
Why is from
And the worst
here?
part, I would say, the worst fucking part, in my opinion, is the fact that everyone treats you like you're some kind of monster if you don't take them at their word too. Because it's like, they're like, oh, they didn't call this person out. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. They should be punished. Like, none of this is our job. We're not paid. Okay? We do this because we're out of the goodness of our hearts, because we're adults. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's like, if you fucking think for yourself, or why don't you call the cops? That's what I would do as a rational adult.
The funny thing is, the only person in that community that would call the cops and stuff, the anti-community harassed them out of the community. because he was
Oh,
apparently
that's-
too
Yes.
mean.
That's fucking irony.
I
The
know.
Big mean lion man.
No,
He's
not
so
Lyle.
mean. He's so mean. We have to get him out of here.
Well, yeah, they hated Lyle, but it was also someone else called Fulcrum. He would like call parents and make police reports. He was the only good person in there. And what do you know? They harassed him out there. I'm gonna talk more on him later, but now the anti-community is literally just Can I?
Funny enough.
Yeah, you could join the call, Tabby.
Yeah, funny enough, I'm pretty sure it was Fulcrum that they were accusing of murder.
Yeah, no, it totally was. I got the same DM.
No.
I got the
was
That's
like-
same
multiple. That's
I
multiple
was like,
people
what are you-
then.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are any of you talking? Murder? Like, this escalated quickly. Send me some evidence. It's like, here's the screenshot of the conversation. You called him a liar, though, and he's the only one who said it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
then that's-
actually had somebody else in a it was their own Discord server. I don't like the guy. I don't know when I got in it or why I'm in it or why I'm still there, but he literally was like, "Oh, by the way, Fulcrum is going to kill me. This is my full name." Gave his full fucking name and was like, "If anything happens to this person, Fulcrum did it. You have to know that."
God.
It was a fucking announcements tab. I was like, bro, this is
Then
paranoia.
that's two people, because they DM'd Coyote about Casey. And they probably DM'd Coyote about Fulcrum, too. But they said that Casey said, that she murdered someone. Because Casey said, yeah, I killed someone and, and she's 16. And they were saying Casey is a lying, manipulative scumbag. But they definitely murdered somebody. Suspend their account. Like,
Man, like, I've heard so many kids on the internet say they killed somebody, and I can't believe this damn community took it seriously. Like, or even just like one person.
also, what's up, Tabby?
Oh, I've been like lurking for months.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Well, if there's
Honestly-
ever a murderer, just suspend their account and they don't exist anymore.
They
Yeah,
don't
for
murder
sure.
anymore.
If
Yeah,
you get
it's like
suspended on Twitter, you die in real life, like Sword Art Online style.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
congratulations, boys, we did it. Murder is no more.
And
Yeah,
that's
it's one of those things that, like, so sorry.
No, go ahead. I could say after yours. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's one of those things where just the levels of idiocy that I kept seeing from the anti-community, it eventually just got me to the point where I was just like, you know what, fuck this community. I made an announcement at one point on Twitter saying, you know what, if you're a member of the anti-community, if you consider yourself part of that, don't ever fucking send me a message about any of this shit because I'm not dealing with your shit. You clearly don't know how to fact check your shit. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about, and there's no way I can believe anything you send me anymore. So just don't fucking do it because I'm not gonna run with anything you have to say to me.
Did
Pretty
they
much.
re-at you?
Oh, some of them did, but eventually they just kind of went away.
Yeah, I remember
That's all I
seeing a
needed to
bunch of
know.
spam replying at you saying stupid shit or just posting a meme.
Yeah, there was this one
Oh,
person,
right,
I don't
yeah.
know who the fuck it was. He kept trying to quote tweet me saying, I'm going to ratio with this, I'm going to ratio with that. He never
Oh my
ratioed me
God.
even once. And I was just like, yeah, you showed me. That's how you're going to save Twitter, dude.
Did it?
You're going to
Did it?
ratio.
That's
he
all
delete-
Anti's ever
And
fucking
a
doing.
failed ratio too. Not just the threat of a ratio.
Didn't he
Yeah, that's-
delete them too?
Yeah, he did when they all failed. He deleted all of them. And I was like, not just one failed ratio, every failed ratio. I was like, you saved Twitter, man. You saved it with the memes.
Did John ever get his ships, by the way? At Lyle Convoy and talk to
No,
him.
Apparently he did not.
Lyle said he'll just need John's mailing address or address, and then he could send him the chips. That's fucking
It better be
hilarious.
good
That's
chips,
all I
too.
really. That's
I said it better be like decent chips too, not like shitty ones.
Get off brand. Fuck that. Get off
I'm
brand.
talking flavor wise though. Like it better not be fucking sour cream and onion.
But that's a funny thing, like the anti-community. It turned into deplatform predators. I'm gonna get more likes than this person who fucks dogs. And funny thing. Recently I've been checking the Zoofile stuff, and when they do get quote tweeted by antis, antis can't even ratio them anymore. These Zoophiles
Yeah.
That
literally
is
and
sad.
pedophiles get more likes
That is
now.
genuinely depressing.
Oh
It's really
my
interesting.
God.
Super interesting because when you look at the way that things are now, like you were talking about how like Zoophiles will at them to start antagonizing them.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where if you compare it to what was happening before when there were actually competent people helping them, where they were putting out PSAs like don't engage with this person, they'll fucking do this shit and that shit. And it's like it's so sad to look at where it's just like, dude, you guys thought you didn't need these people and now look where you are. You're just you can't even fucking handle your shit against degenerates that people you famously don't like. Wow.
The worst part is the people that they actually do report. So this kid, they trusted this edgy kid that turned out to be 12 years old. And the funny thing is he was lying about his age, but the age that he was lying about, he was still a minor. So they trust this kid, and this kid ends up doxing one of the members of the anti-community that everyone simps and wants to fuck. And basically he doxed them. So people start making reports and say report him to the CSEM form, the form that you report people for child porn. And they were trying to report him because he fucking doxed
There's
people.
a different form for that though. Like there's a different form for posting private information.
Not only are they not focusing on pedophiles and zoophiles anymore, they're fucking flooding the CSEM thing with reports that aren't even people who are endangering kids. Because the person doxed a fucking adult.
Oh my God.
So, oh my god. Like, the only thing that I do in the anti-community anymore is I'm just in Avery's server that, like, reports the handles of the CSEM traders.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I do anymore because the anti-community has basically just gone to shit.
Yeah.
When
no, I
Tabby
agree.
says it goes to shit, that's when it went to shit.
I'm not even concerned with trying to come back anymore. Like,
Please don't. Like, for your own well-being, just stay away. It's
That's
not
not
worth it.
when I'm
Oh,
older, I'm gonna try to
anti-account.
find people, report them to the police, all that.
Alright. Tabby,
Yeah.
just don't come back to the anti-community. I deleted my account. It isn't. The anti-community is nothing anymore.
There's so many.
Fandom. It's literally a fandom.
There's so many people
Yeah,
who
and
left.
people treat it like a damn fandom.
I
There's-
know.
Playing anti-zoo OC, what he does is he beats the zoos with a bat. Just don't steal. It's original design.
Original, do not steal.
God. Oh my god.
Instead of-
This is my DeviantArt tier anti-pedophile character. He's a griffin with a metal bat for a dick, and he beats zoophiles and pedophiles with it.
God, look how
This is my character. He is a demon fox hybrid, and he lasers the pedophiles to death with his eyes.
This is my OC. He's a liger here. He eats the he devours pedophiles.
This is my OC right here. This is my
Kind of fucking.
This is my anti-OC, and he's kind of like an original just guy. Like he looks like a normal guy, like just a brown-haired guy. But the thing is, though, have you seen that one scene from Ghost Rider 2 where he pees fire? Yeah, that's what his special ability is. He pees fire.
Onto the pedophiles.
You guys are giving them ideas. Fuck! Give it a week. Give it a week, and we're
Oh my-
gonna see it. Give it a week.
Give it a week. Uh oh.
That's
Uh-oh.
fine.
I got yelled at.
But give it a fucking week, and then they're gonna just, bruh. How many people have left? There's Perryton, there's me, there's Coyote, there's Tabby, there's fucking Catra, there's NotZoos, there's who else?
Let me give you some perspective, just
There's
Bruiser, real
Zoo
quick.
Huntress.
Like-
Go ahead.
The zoophiles are now trying to antagonize the anti-community just for sport. Whereas if you look just a couple months ago, back when they had people who were competent helping them, like me, just alone, I had fucking Quantum so scared, so shitting his pants scared, that he didn't know how to react to the things that I was doing. He followed me, unfollowed me, blocked me, and then started posting weekly PSAs about, don't engage with Coyote Lovely! Don't do it!
Been there.
I
before I was
feel like you made him cry at least once.
Yeah, if you've seen that interview, which I posted the part where I finally undeafened, and it was just like, "Hey, buddy, have you told your CO that you're a rapist?" So, like, if you've seen that video, it's oh my god, you can tell that there's genuine
watch it.
mix of fear and anger there.
Bruh, he got crushed under pressure. He was like, "Well, there's an age of consent for dogs." You're just like, "What's the age of consent?" And he was just silent, like, fuck, I said some dumb shit.
What's the age of consent for dogs? And if you don't, it's like, would that be pedophilia or bestiality there if you didn't obey that?
Oh my god. No, all you have to do for him, easiest way to scare him is to just take a screenshot of the US's Marines Twitter page and just say, "Bro, I'll message them right the fuck now." Blocks you in
The funny thing
no
is,
matter what.
he said he works for the Marines. Dude, he was a fucking cafeteria dude. He was like the chef there.
Man,
That's
and
all
we
he
saw the
was.
picture of him, right?
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
people in the military
Have you guys
need
seen
to
his
keep their
YouTube
body
channel?
shape up to
Yeah.
date. Like, I know that. My parents are in the military. Like, they have to actually not be fat.
The zoo, like all the competent people, like Fulcrum and shit, are just gone from the community. They're out doing their own thing.
Notice
Didn't
how
they
they're
accuse
all
Fulcrum of
adults?
being a pedophile?
Exactly. And there were some kids that were good at it, but they shouldn't have been doing it because they were kids, but they still left. They were like, "Nah, I can't do this." Like a zoo huntress. If
Yeah.
anyone remembers her, like
Oh,
I
I do.
Where's that kid? I miss that kid.
they changed their name to. I'm not gonna say on stream because they probably don't
They
want
just
to.
changed the
But
account
I
to
still,
an art account.
yeah,
It's the same account.
I still talk to them. They're good. But like, it's all the competent people that they just left. After sticky situation. But after the anti-community, what did they harass Fulcrum for again?
Because he told some kid not to post thigh pics until he's 18.
Oh, yeah. They tried to cancel him multiple times. One of the times was because he told the boy, "You could be feminine if you want to. You could be a femboy. Do what you want. Just don't post lewd pics of yourself." They tried to cancel him because of that.
Yeah, like, I read the messages. I'm like, why are you guys calling him a pedophile? Do you not know how to read? Like,
Like, a boy being feminine isn't pedophilia. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, man. Like,
I remember that some of them tried to call Rouge a pedo for saying BB.
What?
Yeah,
That's
she
what-
said BBY, and then they said, "You're a pedo."
Oh my god.
It's like, wait, that's kind of a big difference between those two things.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And then Fulcrum, I believe he tried to get. I don't remember the situation too well, but I'll ask you, Allie, the situation that made him go missing. Do you remember that?
Yeah. No, I remember it really fucking well, actually.
Okay, what was the community so mad about? Like, at that
Well,
point?
this was honestly all. It had to do with the Nathaniel situation. So what happened was there was an imposter account of Kiri made, which there's been imposter accounts of me,
Hold
of
on.
Plague Doctor. Like
Before
this is
you
not.
continue,
Yeah.
I'm really
if
surprised
anyone
there wasn't an
goes,
imposter account of me.
if anyone goes crazy over an imposter account, you're fucking stupid. You are retarded. There's no other way. It's a fucking fake. It's basically a parody. It interacts with your friends. That's the only. It interacts with the community you're in. The community knows who the fuck you are. They're not gonna believe an imposter account. Like, if you're generally so concerned about an imposter account, you're stupid. I had like 3 made on me. You know what happened? They disappeared because I didn't give them any fucking attention. But go ahead.
Yep. So and during this, Nathaniel also messaged Fulcrum and was trying to pin Kiri as a groomer, and just like it was all shit that was revolving around this Nathaniel kid. And so they just said, "Oh, well, that means that Fulcrum is the imposter account, and that means that Fulcrum is trying to hurt Kiri and dox her and
Oh my god.
kill her and everything."
Idiotic
So-
More of
thing
the
I've ever
crazy
heard in
shit.
this situation. Like,
So, this is a take that's gonna be a bit spicy. basically, because of people thinking he was a fake imposter parody account, they basically harassed this man that they knew to be not mentally ill, but mentally fucked because of all the pedo stuff, in a bad place, and he was constantly tweeting about how he's suicidal. So the anti-community thinks it's good to go off this with no evidence and just harass the fuck out of this person. So they harass him, whoop-de-doo-doo, he goes missing and said he was gonna kill himself. Thankfully, he didn't kill himself, but suddenly, it wasn't the anti-community's fault or responsibility. Now, I like to point out something. Whenever they get an account suspended or has a zoo file offline or into a mental place, it's suddenly a victory. But when they harass when their own to near suicide, no one's responsibility. Nope, nobody did it. No one's fault. No, everyone who did that, it was all their fault.
I agree, 100%. And I think that the community, the adults in the community, should have 100% done more to shut that shit down because, we're adults, have some fucking common sense.
Yeah, I remember DMing Coyote and saying, yeah, this is going on. If he ends up, missing, give it a bit. But we're going to make these people feel like shit for killing a person.
No, that was fucking terrible. I stayed up all night with a few of the adult aunties, trying to, pinpoint where this motherfucker could be and, calling authorities in the area and shit. I didn't go to bed until, 5 in the morning.
God damn.
I was already prepping for what I was going to say. I don't even know if I tweeted it or not, but I remember I was going to say at that point when you told me about that, because I was even talking about going to let them know that the only people who have a body count now is that community. They drove someone to kill themselves. They're effectively murderers who are never going to be convicted for it. I was going to tweet out that shit.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I would.
Is that illegal if there's genuine proof of someone being harassed on the internet to suicide, isn't that illegal?
No, but I do know that if there was actual confirmation he'd harmed himself to the point or anything like that, I was never gonna fucking let the anti-community forget it. I really wasn't.
Yeah, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're gonna weaponize his death to use against us." No, it's because you caused his death. That's why we would use it against you. Because if you caused someone's death, you should feel like shit for that. Probably for the rest of your life, preferably. Even if you're a kid, you need to learn that your harassment, your shit, fucking constantly harassing people, fucking with them, it affects people. And if you need to learn that by somebody then fuck, I don't know what to say. You should, and that's the thing.
And even then, they didn't learn. The shit still continues. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. I feel like something needs to happen to somebody for these kids to realize that what they do has an effect. For instantly jumping to conclusions without evidence and harassing people has an effect. I personally don't care if it's offending zoophile or pedophile, but if it's on in your own community and you're just suspecting, hey, they probably did this, let's push them to suicide. Then it's
especially
at that
when
point.
all the evidence points to not, whoever the person is.
There was no evidence. It was just
no evidence.
It was no fucking evidence. It was just, we think he did it. Let's harass him to suicide. And then when he goes missing, it's no one's fault. No one's response. No, it's all your faults. All of your faults for pushing that man to near suicide. I don't know. I like Fulcrum. I've been working with him since I originally joined OBIJ, which has been a while. Haven't talked to him too much, just to make that clear.
Oh, I love him. He's honestly a good guy. He is.
Yeah.
He used to randomly DM me earlier when I just first joined the Annie community, asking all right, show your face, and then I'd say no, and then he'd be like, you passed the test. The guy, it's funny because he always seems like he's acting a part or something. It's hilarious.
Ooh.
Allie, can you do me a favor? I remember looking at some tweets, but give me a TLDR of what From did.
So there's a lot here. A lot to unpack. Well, for me personally, it starts a little bit earlier. I thought that he's a dick for a while, going as far back as September, October-ish.
Yeah, but what's a recent reason
he'd
people
reply to my tweets would tick me off, but I'm just known for being an asshole, so I didn't
Yeah.
want to like say anything and like further push this narrative. And so I didn't. I kept my mouth shut. And then once NotZoos got suspended, there was not really anything to do with me anymore. So like it was nice to have that like peace and quiet, but I was like, all right, like I see how it is. Because I had almost 1,000 followers, and then he went on to harass the fact not har- well he harassed somebody for having a name be like something that they're uncomfortable with because the person like
Trigger.
did a lot of damage to them, whatever, which like
Right.
it's a common trigger.
Are you talking about the Kiari Nathaniel name thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Actually,
so
yeah.
basically, Kiari now has PTSD because a kid that she trusted so much to give him all her information, he basically said to her, "You're nothing but Peto's fuck toy," and shit like that, and then told her to fuck off. And now she sees his name as a trigger name because once again, trusting kids always gets you in good places. Um, so From was basically like he was basic. They I don't know their pronouns. They were basically like this name triggers you. That's stupid. They're basically like that.
Well, he like had like a broader thing about like how human beings in general shouldn't be triggers, which like I'm pretty sure like if fucking Ted Bundy came around and tried to kill you, like you might not want to hear the name Ted Bundy.
So
Um
okay.
so like
Did,
it was like a general thing.
did anyone try to talk to From? Because I'm pretty sure this guy's a kid. Like I'm pretty
No, he's
sure
not kid, he's an
he's
adult.
how old is he?
He is 18, I
He's
think.
barely an adult.
Yeah, barely an adult.
Did
But
anyone?
I think I might be right. I don't know.
It's he, him. Okay, from. Can you say in the replies if anyone tried to talk to you before instantly tweeting at you? On his writing statement. No, I don't want a statement. I just want a yes or no. But my point I wanted to make is I seen more tweets on From than I seen on Zoo Files for the entire fucking month.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's just what the community is now. It's infighting and drama, and that's why I left it.
Yeah, you guys care more about each other than you do about the goal.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
that's
they
why
really make you feel guilty if you like try to step back and you don't care. Like that's why I wasn't gone like back in September was because I just it would make me feel guilty and whatever.
Okay, hold on. Flash, you said sexing a minor came out just today. Well, I'm
Yeah.
referring to the past week. The past week, people have tweeted about them because of the comment, not because of the sexing stuff. Since sexing stuff just allegedly.
Yeah, but
happened
now
today.
he's got they're not nudes, they're hella scandalous. Photos of a 16-year-old.
Nobody talked to you before. These people, see, they're so quick just to jump on someone and just say, "I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you." At least when I yelled at people on Twitter, I would talk to them in DMs.
I do a little bit of both, not gonna lie. But I'm just
Okay,
aggressive.
how old was the minor he
Squeak
role
says
played
hi.
or high squeaks? I like
The minor was 16.
Bro, it's 18 and
there's
16. Okay, what's wrong with that?
Well, the problem is that he did actually break laws. He does have some sort of it would depend on the states, but in the state that she's in, there's no Romeo and Juliet law.
If nudes,
There's nothing that would protect him. So if
There's
like
the
she
idea of the 16-year-old. It doesn't matter what the law is in that state. In the
yeah,
U.S.
exactly.
and really just internet laws in general, if it's
Yeah.
under 18, it's illegal. In
Yep.
images, that is.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has images. That was the main issue is that either way, that is illegal.
okay, you fucked up
He said that
there.
they're not full nudes, but like any sort of sexually suggestive photo of minors at all, that's like a no-go.
Mm, well, from he's not a pedophile. I can't like when I made that post on that
16 and
person.
18 is not pedophilia.
Yeah.
It's just illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The issue.
that's the thing.
law,
So
not that he's a predator.
if anyone
Yeah,
tries
no,
to
it wasn't.
label, hmm?
Oh, I was just saying it wasn't pedophilia.
Yeah, that's not. It was illegal, but
No. And that's the thing is, like, if there was no photos set, it would have been different. And if they were, like, in the same state and, like, you know, it would have been different. I know ever since I was, like, younger, I've dated older dudes, like, within reason. Like, when I was 14, I dated a 17-year-old or whatever. Like, I'm not going to be a hypocrite about that. I'm not going to call that pedophilia.
okay.
But
You know what? I'll throw you a bone. Did you ask for them? He's in chat, so we'll see. Cause like if people, I don't know. It's always iffy for me. Like I made a post on someone who was 19, and the most they did was ride something on camera and get nudes from 16-year-olds. But I was like, this is a 3-year age gap, so I was so careful in that post. I was like,
no.
yeah. I was like, it's illegal, but it's not pedophilia. It's just wrong.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly.
Reminds me of how Call Me Carson just got canceled for like getting nudes from a 17-year-old when
Wasn't
he
he
was
like
19.
19? Oh my god.
Yeah, and they called him a pedophile for that.
Yeah, no, it's
Like
not
sure, it's
pedophilia.
illegal and
It's,
teenagers being stupid, but it's not pedophilia.
yeah. That's a big problem is like Twitter as a whole really has a huge issue with what is and what isn't pedophilia for some
Yeah.
fucking god awful reason.
Yes, I asked, and it was dumb. Sorry for my chat delay. I think your chat delayed just because the stream's delayed. Well, you're dumb for asking from, but you're not a pedophile. You're not a child predator. You just did something that was kind of illegal, I guess. People should
Very illegal, more like.
Yeah, very illegal. I don't know why I said little or pretty. Yeah, it's a pretty illegal. It's just a little illegal. It's like no, there's either illegal or there's not illegal. Like there's no in between. Like barely legal means it's legal. So like there's no in between when it comes to legal and illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I wish to improve. Dude, you're 18. You have a lot of time in your life to improve. Don't waste any more of your time on this anti-community bullshit. I'll give you some advice. Ignore them. If you ignore the anti-community, they'll disappear off your radar. They'll just go away. They'll forget about you. Because if you just do your own thing, probably just mute your notifications for a while, tweet and reply to shit that you like, they'll just fuck off and go away.
If you don't stir the pot, it's not gonna boil.
Yeah,
I don't know what the saying is, but I've heard it before.
Yeah, trust me, I know that. Like with my own situation with the fucking community, that went on for so goddamn long, and the stupidest shit was said.
Yeah, always.
Everyone forgets shit within a week.
And I remember when I got like mini canceled for saying the R word was a spicy insult.
Bruh.
Like during the drama with Ruza, like.
Alright,
I got people yelling at me for that.
That was the funniest thing, and I will always repeat this. If you're too sensitive and you can't handle the word retard, you shouldn't be hunting predators. Yeah. You shouldn't be hunting people trying to fuck kids, because, like, come on.
Yeah, some things they say are a hell of a lot worse.
That's the thing. I see so many excuses for so many people. Like, people are going to call me petty, but I'm going to bring him up. I know he's gone. I don't care. Rouge. People, or AZAP, these kids, like, sent people after me, and they would say, Rouge was being transphobic and his friends were being transphobic. They were saying stuff like, you're trans because your mother was drinking when she was pregnant with you. They weren't just saying it to me. They were saying it to another trans person in the chat. Then when I make posts, people get mad at me. Like, he's just a kid. And then they praise Rouge like he's some kind of fucking goat or something. Like he's a fucking angel. And I'm just like, what? It's like, you won't allow the word retard in your community, which is retarded. I guess because it describes your community, but you won't allow the word retard in the community. But when somebody says that somebody else is trans because their mother was drinking when they were pregnant, you're just like, oh, that's completely fine. And at that point, when the anti community was saying, no, our Rouge and his friends are fine, I was just like, well, our Rouge. I remember people saying Scary Sigma and his friend was fine. It was probably because he wasn't interacting with the community too much. But when people were saying, no, our Rouge is fine and our Rouge is cool, I'm just like, oh, okay, if you hate the word retard, but you allow trans people to get harassed and not just turn a blind eye to it, then fuck it, I'm out.
Oh, by the
I'm not.
way,
Mhm.
I'm never going to forget the time that I actually confronted AZAP in DMs about how old their members were, and I was lied to, and one of their admins read at me.
That's another thing. These people were literally like 13, 12, 11, and people are like, come into the community. Come on. Come into the community where pedophiles and zoophiles have full focus on us. You'll be safe here. And then our Rouge got sent porn and gore. So, good job on that for letting that kid in the community.
Yeah. Yeah, kids shouldn't be there, period. I don't give a fuck what the reasoning is. I know as a child you think that you're a bad bitch and that you're not gonna get groomed and all this and like you're not gonna be in danger, but like guess the fuck what? When you're dealing with pedophiles, you're dealing with serious shit in the real world and you're just in their age range. So
And this is another thing. I'm not talking
Exactly,
about
I'm a
you.
victim of it myself. I grew
Okay.
up with it. My mother, like, I know,
So I
you
just
can't
got.
spot the signs when it's happening to you.
Where the fuck are
yeah.
people? What's up with Kiari and kids? For some reason, during the imposter thing, Kiari sent Arbiter's Fulcrum's face to Nathaniel, a 12-year-old. She trusted information with a
12?
fucking 12.
Huh.
Yeah, Nathaniel
Okay,
was 12.
listen, I love Kiri as a person, but even like hearing this makes my fucking blood boil and it literally makes me want to like it fucking heats me bad.
Like
Like
she has
I said, I like her as a person. She is so sweet. But why would you send his general location like down to like 10-minute fucking interval and his fucking face to somebody who is like you even say is suspicious? Why the fuck would you send somebody else's shit anyway?
so
Why?
this
There's no
this
fucking reason.
this is just speculation. So Ren is still a minor, right?
I do think that she is still 17.
Okay,
No,
so
she's not. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Okay, well, was Ren a minor? Like I'll say when her and Kiari drama happened.
Yes, she was
Okay.
17.
Okay, so fun
Also,
fact.
they go by Nico now. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say Ren. Fun fact. After this drama with Kiari, an adult, and Ren, a minor, Ren's address magically got leaked, and the only person who had that address was Kiari.
No, I did see that, but also there was a docs at one point. I don't remember what was on it, because I don't have NotZoos anymore. I can't go back and look. But there was a docs thing as well that had her address, all of her accounts on it. I
Yeah,
think
but the point
it
I'm
had her
making,
workplace, and I want to say that it had her phone number,
the
but
point
I
I
don't
want
know.
to make is that she said she only gave her address out to Kiari, and quite frankly, they suspected Lucy. I could talk to Lucy. I doubt it was Lucy. Because Lucy and Rin are actually friends. Not close enough friends that Rin shared her address, but friends. At
Well,
least from what I know.
I I don't know. I might be taking
Lucy is
that in the dark. I'm
unstable, like, oh
remembering
my
a
god.
totally different situation.
Yeah.
But I think that at one point they weren't friends, and I don't remember if you told me this or if this was about somebody else. But wasn't there a time when they had posted a GoFundMe or something like that, and that's how the information was gained?
So,
Was that through?
here's
Isn't
Was
that
that
with,
through?
that's the same way we got the information on, Quantum, where he lives.
here's
Yeah.
here's the thing I want to say to that. I had the information. I looked at it. I had their name. That's it. And looking it up, since they are a minor, you could barely find anything, let alone their address. I went through white pages. I DM'd Casey, a person who doxes people regularly and
Well,
finds
I think that
information.
what happened was they went to the Facebook page and then found the parents. And then through the parents, they got the white
She,
pages and whatever.
I think she privated before then. But either way, because Casey showed me her DMs with Ren and the group chat with Ren.
Yep.
Ren, I'm pretty sure from the DMs, it looked like Ren had no idea that address was leaked at any point.
Yeah, and I did talk to them as well. And I told them totally fucking forgot the GoFundMe thing, but I was like I knew that there was something like that. I couldn't fucking remember what it was though. But I was like, I'm pretty sure that like there was like a docs thing of you at one point. But I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't go back and look. I can't remember what was on it. So
I'm not really pointing fingers. I'm just saying it's a bit suspicious that after the drama, Ren's specific address, because I believe their name and stuff was leaked. Which, if you reverse search that or try to do anything with it, because they're a minor and have their name assigned to nothing, you can't really find anything. And I believe their Facebook's actually private, so I don't think you can get their parents' information.
Flash said that
Mhm.
that he was able to.
I found the parents and the boyfriend and the family. Can you show me?
Isn't there like bootleg Chrome extensions that you can use to view
Bootleg
private
Chrome
social media pages?
I
I
think
mean,
so.
you could do that manually with Facebook. You can make it so every post is friends only. Um, Also, Flash, if that's true, can you DM me showing me it? I don't know, cause like, if I go back and look at these DMs, it looks like she didn't really know, um, how her address was leaked. And then Rin said that the only person she has shared her address with is Kiari. And again, I'm just suspecting stuff. I'm just saying this seems a bit weird.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you could show me any evidence of her address being leaked before the Kiari drama, which was like 5 months ago or something. Then everything's fine. But you know, if that's not the case, and her address specifically started popping up after this shit, then it causes some things into question. What's up, Coyote?
My internet's been dying on me. It's been.
I fucking feel that 30 minutes before the stream, my fucking internet was shitting itself.
And like, I don't know how people just don't know like basic internet safety. Like, don't give your address out to people no matter how close to them you are. I
It's stupid because
I
adults
mean,
make this mistake too. There's like, here's my address, kids. Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm doxxed. Like,
Yeah, literally.
the only person on the internet who knows my address is Squeaks, and the thing is, we know each other in real life now. We literally met up in real life. Like,
yeah.
Sweet.
I don't.
Yeah, and I've even told like other adult aunties that like I'm friends with whatever. Like, sure, we're pals and all, and I love y'all, but you guys will never play iMessage games with me. Like, you guys are not getting my phone number. You guys aren't gonna be my buddy on Facebook. Like,
Hold on.
I'd give people a burner number. I've got burner. Like,
I don't
Flash.
even do that.
Flash, you DM'd me her Facebook, but she doesn't even have her family added on her Facebook. So, don't know how you got her family, but okay, because it's not on the Facebook you sent me. Maybe that's the wrong one. Okay, you're a reliable source.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ. What were we just on about?
people don't know basic internet safety.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you just tweeted it.
That's one of the reasons why I left too. 100%. Couldn't
There's
fucking.
so many damn posts on Tabby about don't do face reveals. Oh my god, it's not cute. It's not funny. Stop it. Like,
They are murdered. Just what does that say, Tala?
Huh?
What does that say, Catra? They are murderer Tala?
They're murdering someone. It's
Yeah,
kind of
and
out
then
of order,
and
so
then after that.
take their.
Oh my
It's
god.
take.
Wait, are you talking about the same
Oh,
Tala I
take.
know?
No, no,
Or
no, no, no. Let me post this in chat.
Take
'cause I
their
already
Twitters. Take their Twitter
because
accounts.
because I know someone named Tala who's an absolute badass. Like,
I
Look in
I apologize. I have doctor's handwriting. It,
I want to say right now, I cherish that artwork. I didn't know how much I did something in my life until that existed, and now I love it.
thank you. I'm happy to
that's amazing.
I'm happy you love it.
Let me put it on the screen. Hold on.
That's awesome. I'm retweeting that.
Oh,
Okay, so if
God.
anyone wants to
Come
see
on.
it, I retweeted it. Let me make sure everything here is good. I'm not leaking anything. Okay. Anyway, this is
Followed you. Like, that's really good. I like that.
They're murdering
Thank you.
someone. Take their Twitter accounts.
You have canceled murder. You are canceled murder.
Yeah. No more murder.
Murder is no more.
We've
Who
done
needs
it.
jail to
We've
cancel
solved.
murder?
Also, Crete, I think that's how you say your name. You were also a very effective person. And do you consider yourself an auntie anymore? Because I know you were one of the more effective, important people, honestly.
No, that lucky motherfucker got out before I did.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
God.
I'm telling you, we're a fucking day away from anti-sonas.
I swear, man.
Didn't
Stay away.
the
My soda
pedophiles already start making
pedophiles.
pedo sonas? Like the
Wait, what?
pedos started making pedo sonas. Didn't you? I actually like I took plenty of screenshots on that and posted them on like r/cringetopia. So I got a bunch of hate comments like.
Tabby, I am 20
Okay.
years old and I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Shorty.
Yeah, no.
So there's a subreddit called r/cringetopia where you're supposed
No,
to.
I know about Reddit.
Okay.
It's just the pedosona thing. What the fuck?
They were making characters with various disgusting paraphilias, backstories.
Oh, I
and would
remember
take
that.
screenshots of them, and I put them on r/cringetopia without
So?
censoring the name.
That's very weird. It's a wild thing to do.
Man, the pedos got there before the aunties could. Also, to Flash.
I mean, I did draw one of my characters with an anti-flag.
To Flash.
But it wasn't an anti-sona though. So.
Hold on. To Flash, I want to make it clear that even if you get the parents' Facebook, if I can't find the address through the parents' names and information you give me, that means that the address had to be obtained by somebody that Rin gave it to. Because some people you can look up their names and you can't really find their current address, whether it be because of them talking to people to make sure it doesn't get leaked or whatever other shit, like witness protection or some shit like that. Just want to make that clear for Flash. Okay. God, what else is there? I forgot to look in chat. Okay. That's crazy. I just want to go back on that. It's crazy how they made so many tweets on From. But, like, Zoophiles are over here like, hey! Hey! We're still here! Fuckers!
Literally begging for attention at this point.
Because
They're
they know.
thanking for not giving them money.
Exactly. Like, back when Zoophile Police was around, they were shitting themselves. They were like, I hope Zoophile Police doesn't find our account. We're going to block them, do everything we can, and shit like that. But now it's like, an anti-community. What?
Still makes me incredibly angry that one of those zoophile accounts, or multiple of them, have over 1K followers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that makes me incredibly mad.
I mean, look at it like this. There's millions, probably like 1 billion accounts on Twitter, and they can only pull 1,000. They can only pull 1,000. Wow, that ain't that much.
Mm-hmm. Although it upsets me
I
that
look at
there's
The way that I look at
fucking
it,
files on
honestly, the way that I would look at it, I wouldn't even be bothered that if they have, no matter what their follower count is, I would not even be bothered because that's just a list of people you can go through now and know exactly who the fuck you can start talking about. That's,
Yeah.
that's what you click on their follower
yeah.
count, and then you just start looking through and taking down names, going, "Let's see what shit you're up
I feel
to."
like a
That's
bunch
how
of
I
them are
sometimes
bots.
find
Like,
some of my reports. Someone
shit's
gives
like-
me a name, and I look through their followers.
I don't look at that I really don't look at that as like a mark of like pride for them. I look at that as a fucking voluntary directory.
oh yeah.
Basically, like
But
a
handed over on a silver platter.
Thanks for signing up to let everyone and their mother know exactly what the fuck you're doing.
Pretty much, yeah. That's a good way to look at it. I dig it. Hold on. Looking through shit.
Man. Speaking of zoo
And the
files,
crazy-
actually, I had some of them follow my art account. Like out of nowhere, I had like 3 of them just follow my art account. I don't know why. Like,
Because
They're listening. They're like, we're still here asking for attention. Please, just
That's
spare.
just notice me. Notice
wanna-
me. Yell at me. I have a degradation kink.
they're around more now. Like, there's more of them now. They grew, and they're not shrinking. And
Yeah,
that's-
and instead the anti-community is saying like the map and zoo communities are dead. They're not dead.
No, fine.
Nowhere near dead.
Okay, here's the funny thing. People posted about Twitter suspending maps, but what they didn't look at was the specifics. A map has to say that that pedophilia is a part of the LGBT community for them to get suspended. If they do not say
They
they
just
are
have to say
OG
orientation. They don't have to say LGBT.
yeah, orientation, try to associate it with gender or shit like that. So if they just say, I'm a map, bada bop, that's it. They can stay on Twitter. And the anti-community took it as a victory. It's like, do you know how easy this is to avoid? Just don't say it's an orientation or it's part of the LGBT, and then boom, you're a pedophile that can stay on Twitter. Nothing's fucking changed.
No. And that's the thing with Twitter is that they're always going to not favor, but like they're always going to be okay with these people being on the platform. I mean, just over the summer their rules were that, you know, they could say whatever the fuck they wanted, free reign.
Yeah.
It's how we say doing the bare minimum.
And
Not even the bare minimum. The bar's in fucking hell and they're still stooping below.
Oh man.
oh, is this Squeaks or is this someone else?
Who?
I can't tell if this is a Tabby. Is that Squeaks?
Who's in the where?
Just above you in the chat.
Let me see.
Oh,
I
never
haven't
mind.
been looking at the
They
server.
left. No, that's Squeaks. Okay,
I
never
mean, it
mind.
probably was.
Yeah. So the thing is, this is our true for antis. Even if you try your hardest, you're not gonna do shit, unless you get Twitter to do something or you get someone with a verified account. You guys aren't gonna do anything. I say a verified account because if you get a verified account, they'll put a verified account reports over 1 million people's reports.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And basically if a verified account was to report your account, within like 10 minutes your account could be gone. Twitter could not even review it and it would just be gone.
Well, my advice, try reaching out to Pescator. I hear that dude's a complete prostitute. Maybe if you pay him enough money, he'll take an interest in whatever the fuck you're peddling.
Who the fuck is
Take it to
Phil?
someone who will take it to somebody who will actively sell their platform and integrity just to back whatever the fuck you need them to. Take it to Pescator or somebody like that.
I don't know who that is, but I feel like I'm about to have them in my comments being pissed off. Like, fuck you, Coyote!
I would not be shocked, but at the same time, I kind of would. It's very weird.
Fucking hell, I can't laugh. Oh, I legit think I'm
All you need to
dying.
know is he's basically the commentary community equivalent of Lex Luthor. He got rich because his parents died, and he basically stole all of his fame from working for Keemstar and then stealing an account after he left.
Bruh. God damn.
He's effectively Lex Luthor of the internet.
Yeah. I remember I made a big statement in the Zoofile Police server, and Ashy ended up posting it and saying even Zoofile Police sees this shit as stupid. And people added me and said, Ruza, is this true? And I just felt like posting the GIF, did I stutter? Because my main thing was, even if Zoofile Police got these child porn accounts down, the people who made them didn't care. They didn't care if it got taken down an instant after it was posted. Because the thing is, once these accounts are made, they're already shared in a network of a bunch of other people who have these accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Did I
these
ever
accounts.
tell you like how I got with the anti community? Like, it was because I met some people on Discord, whatnot, in anti furry communities of all
Bruh.
things. And well, we stumbled across a server that was trading CSEM. It was a huge ass server too, like 300 members,
God damn.
and that was what the server was for. So me and some people, some guy was Tala, forgot the other guy's name. This was like a year and a half ago. It was a while ago. Anyway, I got this one's. We got it taken down. Made a police report. Like all this stuff. I remember calling the place, like the NCMEC, like, every, I don't know, every 3 days or so,
Yeah.
until they actually came back with a yeah, it's been taken down.
The thing is, on Discord you can get these taken down relatively fast. Discord it's a bit more
We
hard.
didn't report it to Discord. We reported it to NCMEC. We didn't, because we knew that was just gonna get it taken down and just get deleted like instantly, like alright, just like that. It did get deleted. The server got deleted, and because I didn't know TOS at the time, my old account also got deleted.
Okay. Well, that's
because
my point. Kind of.
I joined the server because someone's like, "Oh my god, look at how fucked up this is," and at the time, I didn't know it was a crime to do that.
I don't blame you. You were a kid.
It was like a bunch of kids. There was one adult, and that was Tala.
Oh Jesus.
But, yeah.
Oh God.
But
that's how I got into
it. That's kind of the
taking
point.
down CSCM Discord servers.
That's kind of the point I
Made
was
a
trying to
bunch of
make.
old
Like
accounts for taking those down.
on Twitter, it's a pain in the ass. But like, I'll say on Twitter, Instagram, and possibly Facebook, these things are a pain in the ass to take down. The site itself has to act on it. Kind of like what Pornhub did with nuking its site. Rest in peace, all the videos that weren't verified that I liked. But like Discord, it's easy to get taken down, and on Discord, it's actually sometimes difficult to make a bunch of alt accounts. Because Discord, like, if you go on the same IP and I think, like, make
Discord
5
will
accounts,
accept
so ask
burner
for
numbers sometimes. It depends on which app you use. That's how I've been making the burner accounts.
Yeah.
Twitter does not like burner numbers, though. That's why I have not made another Tabby account.
I know, it
Yeah,
likes
it's a pain
Google
in the ass.
Voice. It likes Google Voice from what I could tell.
Yeah,
but the issue with Google Voice is that you can only make one of them.
Yeah, I don't want to waste my Google Voice account on the remake of Tabby.
Alright. I mean, don't
Yeah,
remake
don't-
Tabby, just
I'll
chill
probably
with
waste
your
it on a remake of my art account. That's how I get money. Like,
Yeah, just make your art account, man.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I don't follow you on
surprising how much furries will pay for vor art.
I forgot I don't follow
Excuse
you on your
me?
art account. God, your art is good.
I should have bothered you for art, actually. I never got to do
Oh
that.
boy. Now that Rosa noticed your art is good, you're gonna constantly get asked about it.
I always knew Tabby was an artist, and he already drew me something, so I'm not gonna harass him. But I'm gonna post this in the comment, dude. Look at how good that shit look. God damn, and that's traditional.
Damn, son.
That's traditional,
Well, that was
right?
done on my phone.
All right. That's
No
so
shit.
good. Oh my god.
You're better at it than I am. Oh my god.
I mean, that's a given. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Kara.
Oh.
I'm gonna put this on screen for a second because this art's nice. Let me make sure nothing bad is showing.
There's no dick in the photo of the mouth.
It just looks cool.
Oh yeah, I draw mainly mouths, and I
Well,
got it in my bio. Avid fan of the digestive system because I'm weird, you know.
Oh my.
is there? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we could talk about that's happened?
I don't know. I'm not terribly caught up with anti-drama right now, and I'm
Me
calling it
neither.
drama 'cause it's drama.
Ugh,
It's not
I
even
wish I wasn't.
files.
Okay. Well, I only know of anti-drama because I just DM Allie like, hey, what's going on in this community? And I'll DM some other people like, hey, what have they done to fuck up this time?
And the issue I have with all of the anti-drama is just like it's all unavoidable petty high school shit, and it just drives me crazy.
Yes.
That's why you don't like
I
kids in there.
mean-
They're fucking petty. They're fucking stupid. That's why you don't like kids in a community like that. 'Cause they're
Yes,
petty.
but
I
even
know.
fucking adults, like it's crazy.
Oh yeah, adults too. A lot of the adults are just like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like you are 20 and you are really crying about this? Have you had any real life experience? I feel like you would literally fucking have a breakdown if someone told you to fuck off because you were working retail. Like, holy
Yeah.
fuck.
And, like, it's all just caused by stupid shit. And a lot of it is caused by people just not using their fucking heads. Like common sense shit that you learn when you're like 7 at
It's like,
At
were you
most?
not bullied in school?
did your parents never tell you not to give out your full name and your address and everything to people that you don't know?
And
Like
that's
was
the
that
thing.
never a conversation in
A
your
lot of
fucking
parents said I
household?
told their
Like,
kids not to do that.
people in the
Like, a lot-
anti-community... Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just want to say that a lot of these people in the anti-community, they seem like the kind of people who would get bullied in school if they were homeschooled and an only child. Like that's just what it seems like.
You wanna
I mean,
know-
you're not wrong.
You want
You're
to know the
not.
funny thing? The anti-community... I just seen a person made a point saying the anti-community needs to have these kids in the community to protect them. Protect them from what? They get fucked over. They get sent gore. They get doxxed. What are you protecting them from?
Here's an idea.
Child on the
Don't
front
let them
line
in.
protecting them.
Exactly. You're not protecting them. You're
The
putting
problem-
them in harm's way.
The problem with that whole just saying, here's an idea, don't let them in, there have been so many people who've been saying that this whole fucking time. And you know what they got for it? Backlash.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's,
I've gotten so much shit for it.
like
I
when I was engaging with the anti-community, sorry, I just wanted to say this. When I was engaging with the anti-community and actually like trying to like help them out, I never stopped saying children shouldn't be doing this. This should be done by adults, if anybody. Children, if you see something, send this to an adult that you know who's willing to help with this. But don't do this. Don't catfish people. Don't do this kind of shit because it's not okay. You're not prepared for this. And honestly, even most adults in this situation aren't prepared for it. We're just doing the best we can. But children should not be in this. And people got backlash for saying anything like that. Like it was some kind of outlandish fucking alien train of thought instead of like common sense. It's like, what the fuck?
No, even like hella recently, like last week, my Discord notifications and my Twitter notifications were spammed like a motherfucker because I said that children should not be vaping. And like I study like human development. Like I went to school for this shit. I kind of know what I'm talking about. And they like treated me like I was the dumbass because I didn't want kids baiting. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Remember that whole situation where Lyle said kids shouldn't bait, and then the entire anti-community said, "You piece of shit, fuck you."
Yeah, literally, like he's only spit facts. Like I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah,
That was
unmute
actually
you.
the time that I first
So I
joined.
wouldn't say you're clout chasing by what you're doing. You're basically doing what you can since we're still minors. I think just you retweeting stuff is the best you can do.
Yeah.
It's common sense not to fucking bait. What the hell?
Not to these people.
Yeah.
I forgot how deep Creed's voice.
I know, it fucking scared me for a second.
Man, I wish I had a voice this deep.
Yeah, I was just like, I was
Me
sitting there
too.
and then I hear him talk and I'm thinking, I think I just heard the devil.
Okay. Crete, I
Because
always
I'm
wondered
fucking
this.
17.
Okay, Cree. I always wondered this with
Man,
your
you sound like
profile.
Discount Corp's husband.
With your profile picture, is it just like a wall that's been ripped or like cut and with an axe? Like, what's your profile picture?
Pretty sure it's the island of Crete.
I
Oh,
came
that.
up with this
I
like
thought it, yeah,
use.
I thought it.
I came up with this username when I was like 13. I couldn't think of a username, so I just looked at Google Maps.
Bro, I thought that was just like it looks like a blue wall that's been hit with an axe. That's what I seen when. God,
I'm
I.
sorry, Crete. Was it a little special?
Yeah, I was thinking it was like some kind of like way more elaborate thing. Like it's to symbolize that no man is an island, as the ancient adage says, and it's about camaraderie and solidarity. No, it's just Google Maps, dude.
I didn't
I
know
mean,
Crete
see-
was an island, bro.
Beautiful.
My
I
name
tried.
came from nothing.
I tried to
I
change my username like last year, but people didn't want me to. So basically, my name right now is basically became a part of me.
You're
Yeah,
you're an
no.
island.
My name was bare minimum thought.
Bruh.
Complete bare minimum. It's
Bare
just
minimum.
alien was short for alien. That's all it was. And alien came from. That was the first fucking picture I saw on Google.
I was like an edgy ass kid, and I had my name as I Love Gore on Amino. um, like people started calling me Gore as a nickname, and I just kind of went with it. That
I
was my
was-
name for like years.
Yeah, I went with Coyote Lovely because Handsome Jackal didn't quite roll off the tongue.
I was just Catra because for a while I was in the She-Ra fandom. Then it died. So
Back when I made my shit back in like 2016, I was just shit posting on my YouTube channel with like old ass memes like 2016, it's like Robbie Rotten some shit. Those videos are all private now, but
I've got one video on my YouTube channel, and I'm in the chat, so you can like click on my name and see it if you want. Like, it's not even my video. Like,
By the way, everybody, while we're on that subject of YouTubers and stuff like that, don't forget to subscribe to Keemstar.
Oh my god, no.
I will never let the meme die, Ruza. Every stream on your channel that I appear on, I have to say it at least once.
Remember, spam Coyote with Travis Scott.
I hate you.
subject Garnouche. Just remember when we publicly crucified L back in June. That's when the anti-community wasn't like a bunch of pussies.
The thing is, the anti-community was rejoicing, celebrating because a case was made. But the anti-community doesn't know shit about law, and they don't know that you can make a case on anything. What really matters is if somebody picks up the case. If nobody picks up the case, then you basically done nothing.
And the thing is, if you try and start a case or police investigation with someone, keep it quiet.
Oh my god, exactly.
I
Don't
agree.
post it on social media. Like, hey guys, the police are investigating this guy. Yeah, like, shut the
Yeah,
fuck
'cause
up.
That destroys credibility right there.
oh my god.
Like, when
I
L
saw
got
people posting
reported,
about that.
when
while
L
ago,
got
like,
reported, the people who were reporting her were like, look everyone, I got a police report. Police are investigating her and looking into her right now. They're gonna try to find evidence right now. It's like, bruh, shut the fuck up. They, like,
God,
do
they're
it,
too
say
extroverted.
shit. Say shit. When they get a warrant and they take all their fucking devices away to investigate it. Then start talking. Then say,
Say shit when arrests are made and their connections are arrested too, because like
even
if
better.
you say
Yeah.
if you say that, let's say L got arrested, there's still Lucy, Yuki, even Rin that are still there. If you say L
Yeah.
got arrested, right? Lucy, Yuki, and Rin would know about it and trying to hide.
Yeah, that's when they start
you
microwaving
did a
their
good
hard
analogy
drives.
in the chat. Good analogy for why kids shouldn't bait. I know we went past the topic already, but they said kids baiting is like a fish trying to hunt for an eel by pretending to be a smaller fish.
I mean, true. That makes a lot of sense.
Right now, for my fucking like anti-escapades, I'm Zumi Skull. That fucker back in June.
But yeah, I know Zoo My Skull. I posted a bunch of his Twitter posts
Yeah,
on Centropia to get a bunch of random people with no profile picture accounts to go insult him.
Can necrophiles please stop joining my server? Fuck off.
Zooey Skull came back about a couple months ago, and I've been right now, ever since like last week, I've been just after his ass right now.
As you should. He is
Yeah.
a huge fucking threat.
Bully him, creep. Bully him.
You know, actually, a couple months ago, I contacted his fucking uncle because, like, his docs was already public, so it wasn't easy. It wasn't hard to find. But the thing is, he did post some shit. Yeah, he responded. I told him to tell the mom. I think he did. But the thing is, Zooey Skull, right? He posted a thing saying that, oh, he's sorry and some shit. But I'm thinking his parents are too much fucking pussies because, like, a couple days later he was back.
Kid needs to go to juvie. Or is he a kid anymore? I thought he was 17.
I don't know. He was 17 in June. There's like this 5-month window of uncertainty.
Yeah.
You know, actually.
Oh my god.
I do have.
For, like, running away from home, and then people like that don't.
Actually, Fulcrum told me some of Zooey Skull's weaknesses that we can use against him.
What's that?
Hold on, let me try and say.
Now, hang on a goddamn minute. I think we're still on stream. Let's not talk business while we're streaming.
Talk about it in DMs.
Yeah.
That's one thing though
Sorry.
with the NT community is I kind of needed to leave it because whenever I had a case and I'll bring it to someone who I think is competent and be like, okay, so here's the deal. What do you think on this? They'll be like, oh yeah, they'll give me advice, and then they'll go on their server and say, what to do? Look at this dickhead! Before I even get to make a police report or shit. I'm just like, oh my god.
Can I tell one where, like, it was very recent and, like, the pedo deleted his account? So, like, it happened 2 times this month. There's this guy named John Brinkat. And, somebody gave me his address, right?
Yeah.
He was like one of those old-ass porn spammers that try and flirt with kids or, like, post replies to kids. So, what I did is basically ratioed him with his house and told him he was a fucking nonce. He had no response, so I just sent him a picture of his pizza order, and that's when he first deleted his account. He came back, and like about 2 days ago, I did the same exact shit, but with a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
And he deleted his account again.
Alright. Was there anything else? I'm trying to think.
I don't think so.
You know, actually, I just noticed that the fucking necrophiles were joining your server. Oh my god, I'm actually glad one of them in particular did, because now I can verify something that I couldn't verify before. Was that necrophile specifically, and I tend to have a mutual friend I've noticed when I went and raided their server. And since they actually had the audacity to come in here, now I can verify a lot of things with some of the things, their join links. So I can verify their accounts now. Big laugh. Big fucking laugh. So if any of you guys are watching, any of you necrophiles, thank you. Thank that one in particular, the one I have a mutual friend with, because now I can verify things I couldn't verify before.
If Rouge banned some of them, but if you need to look at the ban list, I can easily give you like staff for a little bit. But there's a lot of people, and holy shit, there's so many deleted accounts on my ban list. Holy fuck. We have people like Bones Jones and shit like that. It's crazy.
Jesus.
You got some.
Dumber and dumber every day.
You got them pretty mad, huh?
Yeah, they're pissed because
like a sitcom at this point.
Well, I got the necros mad. The anti-community is always pissed off at themselves rather than pedophiles to do files. But I got the necros pissed off because I made their friend relapse by streaming about him. And then he apparently left the necro community or something like that.
Oh my god. Cry harder.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
Oh, poor necro.
That's so sad.
Okay,
He
so
plays the world's smallest violin.
Poor little corpse fucker. Are you feeling bullied? Poor little corpse fucker.
Oh, poor little corpse fucker. Does he want a little bottle?
Alright.
Why don't you go tell that headstone over there all about it, and then give it some head? You fucking freak.
My God.
Little corpse fucker. I feel so bad for you.
God, the thing with all these fucking like paraphiles, they act so like grandiose. They think they're so better, but once you like get their weaknesses down, they just they just shit themselves in fear. It's awesome to see.
Alright.
Exactly.
Okay, so is there anything else? Because I think I'm gonna hit end stream.
No, I think that we touched on everything.
Subscribe to Kickstarter. That is it.